on the weekend. And the Flyers rout the Canadians in Game 1, 6-0. Joining us in the Lazy Boy hot seat this morning, the Atlanta Hawks general manager, Rick Sund. Rick, what's new?
What's happening?
I'm coming in here to ask how you're feeling.
You know, I get better and better every day. I'm going in for a scope today. I got a scan coming up next week, and I'll call you and let you know.
Good.
Hopefully
Good. Well,
fingers crossed.
Yeah, I've got them crossed for you.
I'd like to try to last longer than Coach Woodson.
See what that does? It puts everything in perspective. You know.
Absolutely.
What went into the decision to go in a different coaching direction?
You know, it wasn't easy. It was, I think the process is you put closure to the end of the season on Tuesday and Wednesday, and that it means exit interviews, talking to your players, and then sitting down and talking with the media, giving them a chance to ask us questions and answer them. And then you start looking into next year, and basically the process for me was putting down. His contract expires at the end of June, so it was really kind of looking forward as where's the best direction. And I felt that after 6 years, that I really and truly felt that a change might have made sense where the players can hear a different voice.
More about a change, not necessarily taking a look at Coach Woodson's body of work.
Absolutely.
Right.
I mean, I a couple of years ago when I was in here, we were deliberating, do you give Mike a new contract? And I think he was the right man for the job at that particular time. And a lot of people questioned it. I think he was. I think it was very, very good. I think sometimes in sports, and Leo, you know this, whether it's right or wrong, sometimes in sports change is good, and that was the decision was made.
Yeah, sure. Some might say that the writing was kind of on the wall for Coach Woodson because of the fact that you didn't offer the extension.
No, I deliberated pretty hard after the season, and I didn't officially, really and truly didn't make the decision until Friday morning because it was hard. It was hard to
talk about one of the things that I think I find troubling is there was some talk from fans and national media about the coach potentially losing the ear of the players, and there were times in certain timeout situations where it appeared that they were not even really paying attention to what Coach Woodson was saying. Does that enter into?
I don't know. I mean, that's somebody nationally making that statement. I thought, we had a great year, and Woody helped us get there. I mean, a great year, and over 82 games, you have highs and lows, and it's a marathon. You have games that you won and you were surprised you won. You had games that you lost, you were surprised you lost. It's just 82 is a lot of games to play, and then in the playoffs, I thought we stubbed our toe in Milwaukee in that we let a game slip out of our hands. The 4 wins we had, we won by double digits. It was a good series, and with our back against the wall because we let one slip, we showed some perseverance and some resolve and won. And then we didn't play very good. And I say start with everybody, start with management, start with the players, start with the coaches, and start with the Magic. They played terrific. So the combination, we got swept.
I mean, the first playoff series, to me, you really can't look at negatively because you won the series. That's all that matters. I remember when the Boston Celtics were being questioned because the Hawks took them to 7 games and they end up winning the NBA championship.
Jerry, I've said that on the air to people. The Boston Celtics championship was not tarnished because
you guys beat Milwaukee. That's
Absolutely.
all that matters. You're right. You would have thought you'd done it in super fair. But the bottom line to me is, and that's what's really difficult from the outside looking in, Rick, is so much of sports is scoreboard, bottom line. It's one of the last things in life where every day we track your progress. You either win or you fail. This team won more games than it had in 13 years. It won the first round playoff series. So to a lot of us, again, from the outside looking in, a guy's being penalized because he didn't perform well enough against the Orlando Magic, a team that has just given the Hawks fits in terms of from a matchup standpoint.
And you're talking about Woody. You're talking about that particular instance. I'm saying going forward as I look at our club, we had to make some recommendations and some thoughts of what is in the best interest of the club going forward, and I think a change is good at this particular time. Just like I felt it was pretty good a couple of years ago to keep Woody. I don't think he's being penalized. I think this. Had a decision been made 4 years ago, or 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, whatever, to replace Woody, I don't think his resume would look as healthy as it does now. I think by these last 2 years and then making a change based on the fact that I think the club needed to hear a new voice. He's had 2 good years. I think he'll be coaching the league with another club. I think he'll do a good job there. I personally think he was the right man for the job 2 years ago, and I think now we probably need a change.
I know you're not prepared to talk names because I'm sure there's
Yeah.
it's pretty wide open at this point. But would you find yourself leaning more towards a guy with a resume, or would you be looking at somebody potentially as an up-and-coming assistant?
I'd rather go into the process that we've done this weekend, and it's only been one business day since
Right.
the decision has been made, and so we spent time, the staff and I, this weekend, kind of profiling,
Sure.
and we do a long list and a short list, and the first question is, why do you do a long list? And I think a long list is a great exercise so that you don't get a week from now or 2 weeks from now and say, boy, we didn't think about that guy or what have you. And then we spent several hours kind of profiling a hypothetical person as to what would
qualities,
be.
that
Yeah,
person
absolutely.
needs to possess.
And
Sure, that makes
then
sense.
after we do that, there's nobody who has every one of those qualities.
Sure.
Then we take that long list and we say, okay, we divide them up. The long list includes some potential candidates that are former coaches that are not coaching in the league today. It's a list of assistant coaches who've had head coaching experience. It's a list of assistant coaches that you just said that might be up and coming.
Mm-hmm.
It's a list of college coaches. It's a list of kind of out of the box candidates type of thing.
Right.
So you look at them all, and then you kind of go through and you pick 4 or 5 and focus in, and then you can say all you want about what you think this person's going to do until you get in the interview process. You can be as analytical as you possibly can. At the end of the day, you take all that and you're going to make an intuitive decision.
How important